What's going on, guys? Welcome to RNG Crypto. It's your boy here with you for another video, guys, and in this video I'm showing you a presentation directly from managers and investors over at Connect United, showing us what Connect is, how we can benefit as participants, and they actually go into some really good details and actually provide a lot of insight as to the background or history of how it all became, guys, because these guys have been around this project for months if not years already. So guys, this is very insightful. Make sure you check it out. It's going to answer a lot of questions you may have, guys, and it's just eye-opening the amount of opportunity there is in the future, guys. So again, don't forget to use the referral code down in the description. I also have 2 more videos down in the description showing us exactly how to buy, purchase, and set up a node, as well as some of the basic information of Connect United and why I think it's such a great project, guys. Without further ado, I'm gonna let Staffan take over here. So enjoy the video, hit the like. I'll see you guys next time.
It's been really cool last 21 years and so, and it's been even more nice since I started to know Aaron Steinkeller, I can tell you. He and his brothers were the reason for me to, let's say, rediscovering, the international part, especially, of networking. Yeah, it started to be some years back already. We're talking 8 years, guys, okay? And the interesting thing is, I want to do my best, and I have a huge responsibility to explain for you how I see the business, how I feel that we are positioned for the future, okay? So if you're listening into this for the first time, I want you to keep an open mind, okay? I want you to actually take the notes, write them down when you have questions and get back to the person that invited you. Why? Because it's always the most important thing to not assume. I think you agree as a leader. Never assume, find out, okay? So when you get a question, in your head, write it down, get back to the person that invited you to this call to listen into this presentation, because there is always a good answer for it. Aaron said something very interesting here. He said, that, yeah, you on the call and so on, we are actually the ones that are leading the field. Why? Because this is something new, correct? Networking is not new. Blockchain is not new, but all is evolving. Don't you agree? We can't know the future, but we can predict better and better by knowing the past. Personally, I got into networking 21.5 years ago. I got into blockchain in the year of 2014, when almost nobody that you spoke with knew anything about blockchain, okay? I'll give you a good example. I've been living in Asia since the year of 2003 full time, okay? Back in 2014, 15, 16, and even 17, when you jumped into a taxi, in Bangkok, you spoke with people, nobody knew about crypto, nobody knew about blockchain. And most regulators later on said, yeah, this will never be, accepted, it will never happen, and so on. No, guys, it's been proven to be the total opposite. And all trends and all technology, all things in life have an evolution. Don't you agree? Back in the days, we had urbanization. Now it's suburbanization. We have had centralization. Now it's decentralization. What I will show to you today and go through is what the Connect is, okay? And I want to take the opportunity now to welcome you to Connect, okay? Connect is something that has been evolving, evolution that's been happening over the last years. I ran into this only a few months ago, and I must say I did not understand anything, okay? I did not understand what they really were about to do. Why? Because they've been so long in the industry. The people behind Connect, they were the biggest miners, in North America back in the days. They've been involved in, financing and getting Gala games, and all of these things that are flying today. Green, that is in this that we'll speak about today, is something that's been evolving. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are based on track record, based on knowledge and experience, really now going into a pre-launch with Connect and all that it has to do. So your question is probably then, what is it? It's very simple. It's not even a company. It's a community, a decentralized on blockchain community that obviously, like all other things, starts with being an idea, being centralized, but the vision is to go into total decentralization, where you and me as members, as participants, as promoters and believers can get earning digital rewards for being involved. And this sounds so strange, because everybody of us, we think, what is really a blockchain, You speak with somebody that think they know, they start giving you arguments for this and that, but in reality, guys, it's pretty simple. It is a ledger that can't be altered and changed. That is what a blockchain is. It is there to provide truth, okay? It is there to provide what really happens. And now the interesting thing is the next evolution as we see it will be where we as participants, members can take part on being part of a new kind of blockchain with a purpose, okay? So this is not something that now is, hey, let's build a few companies. No. These guys behind that have been evolving this system and bringing it out now on the market are highly connected. We have huge names involved from both media, entertainment, communication, you name it, banking even, and so on, as you will discover. But they believe that a new trend is happening, and not only that, a paradigm shift, and they believe in the power of the individual. They believe in the power of you and me being able to participate, but also own our information, okay? So what it's really about today, and what it's really about that we believe that will happen, is that we are creating an infrastructure of the future, an internet, not 2.0, far beyond. Where will we be in 10 years? I don't know, but I'm really, really curious to find out and to learn. But one thing that I am really, really certain about is that the world is going more towards decentralization, where it's more safe, more privacy-based, and also less, able to be hacked and so on. Obviously, this is a long way to go, but I believe that we have the right partnership to do so and be part of it. So these then nodes that verifies transactions, guys, this sounds so tricky. It's not. It is actually very, very simple. It is being part of having a mini server, basically, So you on your device now when you're listening in, maybe you have a laptop, maybe you have a computer, maybe you have a pad or whatever it is that you're using. What if this one could make money for you? Let's just think about that for a while. What if this device could actually be part of a huge decentralized supercomputer that spans the world? That is actually the vision and the mission of Connect, to bring it out to us as networkers, us as members that wants to push it forward, be part of it. And I personally believe, guys, because we are just really scratching the surface right now, believe me, really scratching the surface. If you don't believe it, write this down, what I'm saying today. Look in 1 year, 2 years from now. I'm not saying it will be then Connect. Nobody knows the future. But one thing is for sure, that's the trend and that will happen. Now, Connect is in the forefront of it. They are leading the field. And now we can be part of it. Why? Because we can actually, be part of having a more sustainable way of running a blockchain, running decentralization, by us members. Where you then can be owner of these nodes, okay? It sounds very tricky. No, it's a simple program, like Aaron said. You download it on your computer, or you choose a VPS. That's called a VPS, Virtual Private Server, that can do the job for you. That's what I chose. Why? Because it's very free. I just open a VPS account, I install it there, I let it run for me, and I enjoy the reward from actually them being part of growing this concept, growing the decentralization, and being part of all these projects that you see. Hey guys, this is pretty cool. I want to start with Switch here. I'm going to go more into these, one by one, the most important ones. But Switch is actually the reason for me getting into blockchain and crypto back in 2014. No, not Switch as a company, but the idea to bank the unbanked and making the transition between the old system, yes, I call it the old system, fiat currency, and the future blockchain-based assets. Okay, commodity, whatever it is, NFTs, you hear it all, metaverse, everything is happening. Why? Because people are sick and tired of being part of something where you get exploited and have to pay for it. and the companies are selling your information. What Connect do is the total opposite. They bring in decentralization in markets that they already know people, top people from, such as Switch. I want to give you that example. Kathy Roberts, she was back in the day, the president of what? Discover Bank and the cards, Discover cards that rolled out in US. They're leading the field with crypto to fiat now, with new people on board that knows how the card solutions works, and so on. And, guys, this is very cool. Why? Because you don't need to then have an exchange, go in there and look and so. No, you can with a simple application on your device, switch between Gala, Green, Bitcoin, but Ethereum, and in the future, such as Give, Nerd, Win, Green, Blue, Element, all of these things that already Connect have in the pipeline or already rolled out. Green, as an example here, okay, has been tested for years already. And this is very cool because I'm looking at network marketing, guys, what it's been and so on. And I'm looking at now, wow, for the first time since I really got going in networking more than 20 years ago, I have actually a product that is the most important thing. A revenue engine, okay? A mini enterprise that supports the evolution of blockchain, but not only that, the future of business online and not only online, connecting people to each other in a better way, linking them where we as members can get paid. Isn't that pretty cool? You as an individual can get paid for not only having a benefit of and getting reward for running these very free applications called nodes, but on top of it, you can get paid if you want to, tell somebody that, hey, there's a better way. There is an alternative way of actually not having to pay for things, but getting paid. Now, how does this work, ladies and gentlemen? I know it sounds like, the future. It is. It will keep on evolving and so on. But one thing is for sure, decentralization, nodes are on the rise. And in Connect is simple. It's very free. You simply register an account. You choose where you want to start. Maybe you not have any extra money. You can actually get earning from the beginning even. But obviously, the more nodes you have computing power, in other words, the more rewards you will benefit from. Now, you can increase this over time. You can go in higher if you want, if you believe in it, if you have the capital to do so. Yes, you can start basically on the top. Why? Because you can be a good part of what Connect do when you start in the beginning. But you can also work it up over time with earnings that you do by referring, with earnings that you do by mining and so on. And you can actually build up a decentralized business yourself even. That's cool. Now, how do I get started to get the most benefit out of this? If I believe in that things will get decentralized, if I believe in such things as, take a look at Gala, the concept out on the market, what's happening? In only a little bit more than a year, you see explosion in it. Why? Because it makes sense, and it's the member and the community that really gets rewarded from it. Now, you can get involved of getting something that is called a smart node, okay? A smart node is a fuller node that also gives you something called a Blockbot. What is this Blockbot? It is something that is connected to the commission system, the reward system that you actually can get paid from. That also will get decentralized over time. That's pretty cool. A decentralized reward system where you are sure to get paid what you should, including the ownership of your nodes that also will get totally decentralized with NFT keys attached to them. That's pretty cool. They go up in price, yes. So why? Because the more and more people join, the value increases with the nodes. If you do so, you go in with a Blockbot. I will speak about this one shortly. It's something really cool happening because not only are you earning rewards from the beginning, when you go in with a smart node and get a Blockbot on top of it, okay, a full node, you will actually get paid win points, win rewards also, which is the commission system, the reward system of Connect. So that's a good benefit of going in full with a full node, a smart node, and going through Connect. Because you can obviously go to the different projects also and participate, but then you will lose out. You won't get any Blockbot, you won't get any win rewards, and foremost of all, I'm going into this very soon, you won't get paid from the pool. Because when you are part of this decentralized community building up, You will take part as a full Blockbot member. You will take part of the full turnover of the company, where you always get rewarded extra once you are a Blockbot and beyond. Now, if you want to benefit the most in this, always think 5. It's so simple to remember. You know, you have 5 fingers on your hand. You will want to refer 5 bots, 5 smart nodes over time to reach something that is called a win node status. What is that? It is you doing your job and making sure that Connect is growing. With this, you will get rewarded even more. We will get into this one soon. Okay? The only thing you need to do is to support the network. Support the decentralization by running your node also. So this is not something you're buying some software or you're buying some, token or something. No, you're actually supporting the community with your computing power by running your node, securing transactions, confirming them, computing power, and so on the ever-growing decentralized node network. Now, member B here, guys. Same thing as I said. You can start from 0. You can go in and get 1 node, some bundles, $100, $500, $1,000, $2,000, and reach this same status. You will still get paid, guys. But if you want to leapfrog over, and start earning more from the beginning, the potential of earning more from the beginning, you choose to be a Blockbot. What is that? A smart node, a full node, and then working towards the win node status, as I said. So this is cool. You can do it in several ways. You can start from 0, inviting people, start running your nodes and so on, because the most important thing is the mining rewards from your running nodes. Okay, this is cool because I've been now observing and I've been looking at the project Green, guys. I will speak soon a little bit more about it. And actually, even this project has been tested on the market and is now only one small part of Connect. It's a cool revenue that you can bring in. Why? Because you're securing transactions, you're running your Green node and supporting the growth of the decentralized community. And guys, take a look at this Green because it's really, really interesting. I'm looking at what my nodes are producing. I'm looking at actually being able to trade them already on the market for fiat money, if you prefer to do so, for Ethereum, for anything else, and soon being able to switch them in your switch app, the banking. Now, if you want to recommend this, which is obviously what I'm looking forward to, as I said, I've been in the industry for more than 20 years. My foremost interest is always to give the opportunity of something great forward. Give it forward, create opportunity, create value and so on for people to be able to actually change their reality in a quite short time. They can actually get paid while studying and learning the system. And the most important is, as I said, having the node, supporting the nodes network by securing and confirming transactions on the blockchain and getting paid for it. Now, each and every time when you recommend to somebody, you will also get paid transaction rewards. I go into this one soon. You will also be paid what they do, confirmation rewards. And you will get paid block rewards. Let me go back to the slide. Each and every time when somebody that you enrolled reaches win node stage, what is that? Let's repeat it. 5 recommendations, 5 block bots that are directly referred by you. You are forming a block, okay? You are getting paid from that part also. Now, the 5th part, which is so cool, is the node support rewards pool, because this is actually no limits pool. Why? Because it's based on the whole company turnover, and it's based on how good you are in promoting and running your nodes, helping the network grow and so on. But not only that, helping Connect as a whole to grow and achieve what they want to do, being the biggest decentralized node community on the planet. And I believe we are reaching it fast. I want to show you quickly a little bit about how they are allocated, these parts of this pie chart. Okay, I spoke about the transaction reward. I spoke about the confirmation rewards a bit, correct? And I also spoke about the block rewards. These are actually 10% each of the commissionable volume of what Connect does. So obviously the transaction reward, when you recommend to somebody, it's a 10% of your own work, of course. Confirmation is when they do something. You also get paid for that. And block rewards when you help people to achieve what? A win node status. Why? Because this is what we want every single member to achieve as soon as possible. Why? Because you will take part of the node support rewards pool, which is 60% of the total commissionable turnover of Connect. Okay, what is commissionable? It's simple. Because each and every project are separated, decentralized projects that obviously get supported with each and every node that gets sold, each and every product that gets sold. The rest that stays in Connect is distributed as you see here. 30% to node development and increasing the profitability of our system, and 30% plus, I'm saying, because it might be higher. It's too much information for today, but keep on learning, keep on studying. That goes back straight to the builders, okay? Now, in what way? As I spoke before, directly when you are a smart node, you will receive a Blockbot, okay? For free from Connect. You will then directly participate in 5% of the total Connect turnover that is commissionable, okay? You can then only by keeping on recommending, growing your own computing power, you can start getting more and more and more individual win scores. What are these? They come from activity, such as keeping your node active on a daily level, on a weekly level, on a monthly level, and on a yearly level, and over time. Now, this is cool because each and every time when you help people to do the same, you will get more scores. Each and every time when they do the same, you will get more scores. Each and every time somebody earns money in your organization, basically reaches 100 USDT by Ethereum value, you will get paid. So it's very simple. You don't need to think about it, left leg, right leg, you know. No, you only keep on helping the community as a whole to grow. You will start climbing this ladder. And if you look at the highest step on the ladder here, top 50 win nodes, guys, then you participate in 25% of this 30% plus of the turnover. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? Use some math, write on a paper, and you see these 50 top have a possibility of reaching extremely good incomes with the right work, with the success of the company and growing, of course. If there is a zero turnover, obviously it would be zero. But if you, on the other hand, take and look at the top, what can a company today produce in turnover? And look at 30% of that, look at 25% of that, and then you start calculating. Now, if you're in top 50, you will also obviously be part of the top 500. Why? Because if you are a 50, you're part of the 500. So you won't only get paid of the top, but also the 500. Same goes for the 5,000 pool. Same goes for the 50,000 pool. And same goes for all of the Blockbots. So this is really, really cool. We don't need to think so much. And that's very, very good for what? Duplication. Very simple for us. Recommend, switch on your nodes, put it on a VPS, download it on a computer, run it, and help people to onboard the platform. As simple as that. Now, there is something even more cool, and this was something that I was worrying about. What if these 50 then are, what if I'm number 1, or what if I'm number 50 of it? How will they determine then if I get paid accordingly? It's simple, ladies and gentlemen, because 25% of each block gets equally paid. So when you reach a pool, you know for a fact that you get part of the 25%, at least in that cake, in that pie chart. Now, the 75% is the cool thing for me as a networker, for you as a leader, or whoever you are. You're just joining the business and thinking this is difficult. No. In this system, you will always get paid in accordance with results. So when you grow and you keep on helping people to achieve a higher status, you will obviously also, as an upline sponsor, as a member, as a connection upwards on the blockchain, get paid accordingly. Look at this. We start from the 5% chart, go to the 20, go to the 25, to the next 25, to the next 25, and by reaching the top, being part of sharing the whole 30% of the commissionable volume. That's pretty cool if you ask me. Now, I spoke about the reward system. I am sure that you, during your time, if you've been in networking, if you haven't been, you probably heard about it anyway, people that do something and doesn't get paid. This is something that Connect want to avoid. So they are even, guys, decentralizing reward system. It's called Win Blockchain. Also with a purpose, it is to pay people that help people to win, okay? So even this project, one of the projects is actually the reward system. You can actually run nodes and get paid for it. And not only that, as I said, by only reaching a full node, a smart node status of any of the projects, you will each and every time for a full smart node get a Blockbot that will earn you 100 win points every single month. On top of that, if you want to participate in the decentralization of the reward system, you can get paid obviously even more. Now, the second project that I want to dive into quickly is Switch. This was something that made me really go on fire. Okay, why? Because I know how tricky it can be to, to load up, fiat on an exchange, to get the KYCs going, to switch it between different, cryptos on the market, tokens on the market, and to switch it back, being able to spend it. What Switch is doing is making it really, really, really simple. I ask a question now from people simply, are you switchable yet? Switchable, okay? Because this is what it does. With the fingertip, switching between the different currencies, paying, not needing to worry, so you can store it, send it, switch it, and spend it in one app. And with really, really cool people involved from the banking industry that knows what they do. Make sure to ask more about this project from the person that invited you, because only this, a small part of the whole thing that Connect is doing, is something that I am sure that you at least want to be a customer of. Why? It's more effective, it's more sustainable, and you can even get paid for being part of it. Now, green, as I spoke about before, it's all about helping to decentralize the power grid. This is something that people always get, but how can you send energy on a blockchain? That's not how it works, guys. It's very simple. It builds up a social capital and a usability with these tokens in both Connect's own decentralized grid being built up. Why? Because each and every time when we are selling a green node or a smart node, it goes money also to bringing in even more people into the green system. And we all know, if we've been involved for a while, that something awesome is going on with green. It's been on the market for a while. It's already very profitable to be part of it, to run your revenue engine, your node. But I am looking forward to the next years. Why? Because all of these projects have a limited amount of tokens that get minted, from running these nodes, okay? Obviously, from transactions in the future also you will get paid. But this is the cool thing, because their mission and vision in this is very simple, to provide power to the people. Okay, provide it on a decentralized blockchain called Green, supporting green energy projects. Blue is something that one of my friends got really crazy about because he's into healthcare. Blue takes the medical industry as we see it today, flips it on the top, where you actually can get paid from even living a healthy lifestyle. That's cool. It has telemedicine attached to it. It has a lot of benefit attached to it. You can buy using iWatch or something, exercise, and even get paid for it by getting rewards. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And where you as a node runner can be part of it. Element, probably my favorite. Why? I am sure that most people on this call have some kind of valuable, jewelry, or have some gold in the home, or somebody has it at least, okay? It's even in the device that they're using now for communicating. Now, the crazy thing with this is that most gold in the world is being dug up and it's being put underground again. Why? To back up currencies. Element takes this and flips it on its head. Why? Because today's technology allows us to know how much is in the ground, and you can actually use these in-ground reserves to back up the token. So when you have an Element node and you keep on running it, you're actually helping to make also what? More sustainable and backing up with real value. Now, on top of that, you're also able to start documenting already mined gold on the blockchain. More about this in the next weeks and months for sure. We even have TV personalities like Hoffman, hit that in YouTube, Hoffman and Gold Rush and all of these things, and you will see who is also involved in Element. The cool thing here is that they are following US compliance, this company. One of the most important things to know. We are not selling investments. That is very important to know. We are only providing opportunity for you and me as normal people being part of a blockchain with a purpose, maybe a smarter way, where you can be part of actually making a change, doing things that are right, but also comes to freedom and safety. Liberty is a very interesting node project that has to do with you owning your own information, okay? You being part of communicating without being, having to worry about who takes your information, who steals it, who sells it forward, and so on, and misuses it. Liberty is all about freedom of speech and a better world where actually true information can come out on the market. Obviously, like all good projects on the market, guys, we have obviously a give. Now, I am very excited about give for a very simple reason. I always thought that why would I actually have to, to only give away money in order to actually make a difference? No, give is different. Why? Because when you are purchasing a node, you are actually also mining, the internal currency. Let's call it like that. Internal token for this part of the business. That means that you can actually profit from being involved in helping people that needs it more than you around the world. I really love this, putting what? Welfare on a blockchain with transparency for me and you knowing where do I actually participate by giving away my hard-earned dollars, euros, whatever it might be, tokens towards something good. Because if I want to give something, I want to know that it goes to the source. That is why give is such a good opportunity. Now, I know it's for sure overwhelming. Short business presentation, a few slides. I want to ask you to ask yourself after this call, does it make sense? Listen into the recording maybe, write down your questions, get back to people. But one thing is for sure, register. It's free. Do it now. Why? Because in things like that comes out on the market and explodes, because this is what Connect will do. Explode, grow very fast once we get going. We are still in a pre-launch, or actually pre-launch. From 1st of March, we will press the button to go fast. It's starting really to go out on the market, but be part of it now. Be part of the evolution. Secure some smart nodes. Be part of the company turnover created, the node network turnover created in all the different projects. Then at least it doesn't really matter which one you choose, because you will always be part of the whole cake, so to say. Run your nodes immediately. Make use of a VPS, but also run it on your private devices. Why? So you can show people, this is how it works. These are the rewards. They're coming every day. I can actually switch them if I want into fiat, or be smart and save it for the future. And make sure, guys, to share the opportunity. Because I believe that all the best things in life are shared, period. Together we win. We is the key, not me. A we ego, a we mentality that can. So guys, get back to the person that sent you this link, the person that already have discovered Connect. Make sure to link yourself to the blockchain, be part of the new win, be part of the team together with the top leaders around the world that are now coming, taking a close look at Connect, joining us to connect the top. See you on Tuesday's call, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Let's reach the top together. Good night.